Peace, peace, peace. First, I'm going to rise to my highest heights, giving high honors to all the Asiatics and Muslim present. And then, but first and foremost, I'm going to give high honors to all the divine prophets, you know? Yahshua, who, you know what I mean? People know him as Jesus. Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, Moses, and the last prophet of these days, Noble Drew Ali. Again, for my listeners, yo, so first of all, I want y'all to subscribe to my joint, hit the bell, so y'all know that, you know what I mean, when I'm giving a little video, putting something out there, some information and all that. First, I want to reiterate, you know, when I say prophet, you know, most of the times people automatically relate some religious doctrine to when you say prophet. You had to be born from a virgin and this, that, and the third. Nah. A prophet, the true definition of a prophet is someone who comes here, who's born of our people, and they come to uplift a nation. And they do it by speaking love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. They don't come here, none of these prophets was here talking about, yes, you need to go to this church and give 10% of your offerings. Nah, not one prophet said that. All they spoke was truth, how to uplift, and they all uplifted a nation by speaking the truth. The nation that they were born of, too. That's what all prophets did. They all in that same way. So, Noble Drew Ali is the new prophet of these days and time, because what he did, whether y'all know it or not, is going to uplift for the humanity, which is our nation. So-called black, African-American, Puerto Rican, West Indian, Trinidadian, you know, all that. Bayesian, you know what I mean? We all the same. So when I say prophet, don't be like, oh, here they go, talking this religious stuff. Here you go. There's nothing religious about being a prophet. Okay? So, how much money y'all motherfuckers got? That's how much I want to know. I want to know that. How much money you got? Or is it how much money you think you got? Most people go in their pockets right now, be like this. What? You crazy? I'm lit, boy. I'm lit, boy. Fuck is wrong with you? Little do they know, they're not even pulling out money. If we thought for ourselves and we started reading the things that they try to keep us away from, politics, law, it will be clear to see that these Federal Reserve notes in our pockets are not worth anything. The dollar has lost 96% of its purchasing power since 1913. The end of the gold standards. Started putting out certificates, you know what I mean? We had the certificates and all that, you know what I mean? Had the paper money. But that was, it lost its purchasing power. 96% then. The Constitution states, this is not me. The Constitution states, Article 1, Section 10, states that a debt can be paid only in silver or gold. You only could pay something in silver or gold. And because of that, because the Constitution says that, the Supreme Court has ruled that notes are promises to pay. and therefore cannot pay any debt. You cannot pay a debt with a note, a Federal Reserve note. So if we can't pay debts with notes, how they got us paying for this and paying for that and paying for this? I thought we was paying for stuff. And listen, bro, man knows not by being told. So I'm telling you something, please don't believe me for what I say. I guarantee you go look this stuff up. Look up Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution. And it's going to say, at the end of the whole joint, debts can only be paid in silver and gold. And if debts can only be paid in silver and gold, how can we be paying anything, paying for a car and paying for this? Because we're not. They got you thinking you are, bro. So I ask, how much money do you have? Good question, right? Because if motherfuckers talking about they got money in the bank, guess what? That money ain't even yours. Once it's direct deposited into the bank, it's like you giving them a gift. You got $10,000 in the bank. I bet you can't go to the bank and pull that bitch out. Say, yeah, I want my whole $10,000 right now. Bet you they make you bend over backwards to do it. If they do, I ain't lying. Because it ain't yours. That's why. So, I asked, how much money do you have? So, silver and gold is the only way you can pay things. We should be able to pay stuff with silver and gold. And if they deny our silver and gold as payment, then they discharge any debt that they just was trying to apply on us. Because the Federal Reserve note is the obligation of the United States. They are only obligated to use that. Not people that are not United States citizens. So, and being that is the dollar is worth nothing, and 1933, the New Deal, they took all the gold, and the only remedy they could have for us, because they took all the currency, really, the money, real money, is that everything is free, everything could be discharged. But they didn't teach us how to discharge the debt. That's what it is. You know what I mean? They made us think that we had to pay for stuff still. But all debts are discharged. Nothing we have to pay for. When you go finance a vehicle, your signature, it brings up that money for the vehicle. Your signature, the live person signature, creates that money. You don't supposed to be paying for anything. But that's another story. Because we're not paying for anything. But that's another story. The question is, how much money do you have? Listen. So, shout outs to Jamal Talib Abdullah Bey. Rise of the Moors. Gotta check them out. Good information, boy. They over in Narragansett territory, which is, municipality of Rhode Island. They're doing a lot of good work, keeping it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? And so yeah, big up to Jamal Flicks and the whole Rise of the Moors. My bad, Jamal Bey. I know him since Flicks, but yeah, he put out this website. It's called U.S. Debt Clock. USDEBT Clock CLOCK.org. If you go to that and go down, scroll all the way down, look to the bottom right, you will see gold and precious metals. Click that. Go all the way down on the next page, and you will see the dollar to silver ratio.
Be easy, the boys.
Gold ratio. And you will clearly see that it's not the ratio that you assumed or presumed it to be. Because they don't let us know it's that much of a ratio from the dollar to silver or dollar to gold. It's a way lower amount that they lead us to believe it is. And it's a reason, because they don't want you to get ahead and start switching out your money. Well, your notes for real money. They don't want that, because then they go down. But yes, you cannot pay nothing with a Federal Reserve note. So, if you got $1,000 in your pocket, how much money do you got? The answer is nothing. You don't really have money. You have a lot of notes. The only reason why money has power is because our mind give it power. I pull out 400,000 right now. Everybody will be like, "Oh, they giving me power. They giving that money power." But it's really worth nothing. That energy, bro. So I need to smarten up, man. If y'all gonna have some bread, y'all gonna have some money, so-called money, some Federal Reserve notes, y'all better start taking them out the bank. Y'all better leave only enough to pay your bills and, you know, pay little things and get by. You leave that in the bank. But all the shit you saving, you need that with you to where you could control it. Because if something happened tomorrow, all y'all money is froze, it's not y'all's, and it's going to drive you crazy because you was dependent on it and it's not there. You can't have it right now. So I suggest y'all put y'all money under the house the guinea way, because next year it ain't going to be worth nothing anyway. Till then I'ma be me, puff my Buddha, pack my shooter, and try to cop every computer. Nigga Jadakiss, boy. He is letting niggas know from the early days on. But yeah, the question was, how much money do you got? That ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna make this about a 15-minute video, you know, but listen. Stop giving those notes. Let's start calling it what it is. That's the first step. Because now that you know that notes is not money, notes, you cannot pay a debt with notes. Notes are
Be easy.
Federal Reserve
has it up ahead.
Obligations of the United States. You cannot use it for payment. It's a security, a bond. It's not money. So now that you know that, let's stop calling it money. Because it's not that. It's Federal Reserve notes, call them notes. C notes, whatever you want to call them. See, they're not money. Got the notes on me. How many notes you got? How many promises to pay you got? This is why we can get all our income tax money back. Because of the USC 411. USC Title 12, subsection 411. Discharge all debts, man. But, start getting y'all some silver and gold. Check out that site. You'll see the difference, what the US dollar is really worth to a piece of silver, an ounce of silver, or an ounce of gold. Actually, I'm about to buy some more silver right now. I'm about to buy some more silver right now. Just get that out the way. But yo, until then, till next time, you know what I mean? Think about how much money you really have. Think about that. And once you start done thinking, start thinking about getting you some gold and silver and putting it away. Put it on the record. But until next time, I'm gonna say peace, and we out of there from the playground. You know?